Everyone, this is Gary. This is based off NerdTube, and this is going to be WWE Raw review. I swear God, they're going to have to start paying me for this shit. I really do. Um, so the match start. So this week's Raw starts off with um, one of the dumbest thing, a couple of dumb things, but we'll go into it. So the first match is going to be T-Bar and Base of Retribution vs Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre. So they start off with a bit of a promo segment with them going on for forever, and these guys can't talk. Well, whoever's writing the thing, you can't really write it properly. So so T Bar and Mace just get outpowered by Drew and then they're overpowering, and then T Bar and Mace just go out to the floor. Then they make McIntyre and Strowman go to the floor. Strowman gives him a power slam on the floor, and then they get counted out. Terrible, bad booking. Then before the next bit, um, Charlotte Flair comes back. Now she was only suspended last bloody week, but they've already brought her back. Yawn, bloody yawn, is it? So the next bit is New Day, is Elias and Jackson Riker, and Miz and Morrison's do Miz TV, where they're basically doing a singing segment. Now, already I was losing the will to live. This made me severely saying, go into a bit of an existential crisis about the nature of God, and if a God could exist, because contemplating all that was much more interesting than contemplating this match. It was terrible, and and then Damien Priest comes out with his awesome entrance, which is just like, thank you God for Damien Priest. Proof in my world there is a God. That when Damien Priest came out and saved us from this terrible thing, and they're talking about bad fucking bunny, and this terrible flaming this guy who I don't know if he's successful or not. He's terrible. I might not agree with Jim Cornette a lot, but this Bad Bunny guy is one of the things that we do agree about. This guy's terrible. Um, then, it's something that must have been written in the Middle Ages. They started throwing tomatoes at them. I know I'm not joking. They literally start throwing tomatoes at them. And even there's a little bit of a spot with tomatoes in it. So yeah, so I'm sorry. This is a terrible. This is one of the worst matches of the night, and to actually throwing tomatoes should never be a thing to anything, because I don't know if you got a tomato to your head, but a tomato does not hurt. Anyway, inside cradle, 1, 2, 3, job done. Next bit, it's a it's my favourite wrestler, Sheamus, if you can't tell that's sarcastic. And he is now doing what John Cena did when he won the championship, in that he's doing an open challenge. And last week it was Humberto Carrillo, and I want you to guess who's going to be this week. I'll give you like 2 seconds. Okay, it's Humberto Carrillo again. So not only did he want to get his ass kicked once, he's getting it twice, but this time he comes back and it's not even a match. He just kicks Flaming Sheamus's ass. He flaming does drop kicks and suicide dives and all sorts of stuff. Now, if somebody had kicked my ass, I want to put them to the sword. I'd want to make sure that next time they did think twice. And he just stood there going, hmm. So I mean, it'd be nice if we actually had a match and we got to set up. Sheamus comes up as this big cocky guy, but Khalil just rolls him up. That could be good. This next bit, Jesus Christ, this next bit. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, sorry, Riddle, I can't say the back bit, team up to become RKO, RK Bro. Sorry, it's hard to say without stopping yourself. Because this is like one of the worst ideas in the history of man. And they're going up against Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, previous on the Hurt Business. One of the best groups in a while in this flaming show. So, Riddle was the one getting worked upon and stuff like that, and then he kicks out, he tags Randy Orton, Randy Orton comes in, RKO, then Riddle goes up top to hit the to the floating blow. Sorry, bro, sorry, I swear, it's because this whole entire show blows. That's the reason I'm bloody saying it. Anyway. What was fucking next? The next match. Oh, this bloody match. Yeah, sorry. I haven't talked about what's going on throughout this. Throughout this, we were having little bits of segments of Alexa Bliss in new black makeup doing and the Fun House. Doing little things with like like laughing maniacally and stuff like that, and it's really really bad. It's really 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 bad. With this terrible stick that she's got going on, and then towards the end she has look at me, look at me, look at me, and then she has look at Lily, Lily's in there, and it's just like this is like the Fiend for stupid people. I mean, this is really bad. I mean, I used to like the Fiend, but now I hate it, and they've made me hate it by this nonsense. The fact they brought Alexa Bliss, who, let's face it, is God bless her, but I don't think this particular feeling is what she should be going for. Anyway, we've got Asuka, Asuka, Lana and Naomi face Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley. Terrible females match, no offense to Nia Jax, but she can't work. She can go and do maybe some stuff, and then the whole thing is Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke come up and pour water to try and trip them up. I swear I'm not making any of this up. That's literally how they try to do it. It's not like they get some digs in while they do that. Ripley looks like a star here. She looks really good. She hits her fishy move, but then she takes in Jax so Jax can do her big leg drop and finish up. Don't care. The fact that I'm going through this shows this. It's just like Rhea Ripley's not heel. I don't know what happened. The next bit, Sonya Deville comes to the ring, and I don't know when she stopped working and started working for the office, but apparently that's the thing now. And she brings out Charlotte Flair and the referee that she got into it last week with. Why I don't know. So she said, and then the referee said, "Oh, I apologise for if I would have spotted it, I would have done this." It's just like why. So the next match is Brandy Rose versus Charlotte Flair, and they go off at each other. They start doing moves to each other, and the referee to say referee as last time he's not giving the cap she wants, so she gets irate and stuff like that. She gets a natural selection 1, 2, 3. Charlotte Flair wins, but she's still angry with the referee. What, are they going to have a match? Are the referee and her going to have a match? Is this a working referee? Why is this going to be just like her versus one place? I mean, I thought the reason that she was gotten off TV, storyline wise, was because she's supposed to be suspended. So she's suspended for 1 bloody week. I mean, in real life, the reason she was suspended is because her and her hubby, soon to be hubby, messed around, fighting around in Vince McMahon's pill. Then the final match is Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman, and if Braun Strowman wins, he becomes the third wheel in the Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre match, because basically that's the match we actually do want to see. So, so, so they're going back and forth, with power moves, everything's very power slammy, power bomby, suplexes, power suplexes, super suplexes off the top rope, a lot of like spine busters, uh, Irish whips, a lot of power move, you know, you know, Braun's hitting him with his punch. MVP gets up and pulls Drew down. Braun hits him, turns around, gets the future drop TTT. He's going to the table, T-bar miss again. Braun picks him up, does the running power slam. 1, 2, 3. Braun Strowman's going to Blacklash. Oh, I forgot one part. Sorry, Bobby Lashley did like a little bit of did the thing with MVP where they're talking about this thing coming up, like it's not fair. Welcome to the WWE, guys. I hope you're enjoying this day. Anyway, this show is terrible. It's been terrible for a while. It's terrible now, and I can't wait until AEW overtakes it and forces Vince McMahon to do what he did in the 90s and stop being terrible. Anyway,